the title of this video correctly, it seems like maybe, just maybe, NetherRealm Studios is not currently working on Injustice 3, but currently working on an all-new Marvel game. You heard that right. NetherRealm Studios might be working on a Marvel game. Before you bust out your pitchforks and kill me, keep in mind this is just, you know, a rumor. It's coming from a supposed credible inside source, but like anything else, take it with a grain of salt because, you know, things are always subject to change, and in the past, even credible leakers have been wrong. So again, if this never happens, don't kill me, but when you got comicbook.com talking about this, I don't know, when there's smoke, there's typically fire. But with that said, break this stuff down, let's have some fun, and let's get into it. So this is coming from Daniel Richtman, who is an insider in the industry, who over on his Patreon, I believe, shares like his insider news, and he did this, I think, late last night. And obviously, like anything else, he shared this with his Patreons, and they leaked it to a bunch of other places, including now, it's made its way to, like I said, big publishing companies like comicbook.com. And this is the report right here. It says, Mortal Kombat and Injustice Studio reportedly working on a new Marvel game. From there it reads, unfortunately, the new report, which comes from way of Daniel Richtman, is light on details, but Richtman claims the game is already in production for next-gen consoles. You'd assume a PC version is also in the works, but it sounds like PS4 and Xbox One users may miss out. And that is the entire basis of where you're seeing these rumors all on your feeds everywhere else. So yeah, that is it. Unfortunately, it's nothing too groundbreaking. There's no like concrete proof or details, but again, Daniel Richtman has been right in the past, and he's also, I believe, been wrong in the past. So credible, but take it for what you will. Now, going back to 2019, you guys might remember there was a Game Informer rapid-fire interview with Ed Boon right before the launch of Mortal Kombat 11, and of course he was asked about the potential of making a Marvel game, and well, this is what he had to say about the whole idea right here.
Have you ever had one conversation with Marvel about making a fighting game?
Yes.
What? When?
I did, but I probably shouldn't talk about it.
Are you excited about that idea?
Oh God, yes. We would love to make like a Marvel fighting game or Marvel versus DC. I think would be the coolest.
I feel like it's a race between you and TT Games for getting that Marvel versus DC. I'm rooting for you guys.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Now, I know this clip is from 2 years ago, but it doesn't sound like Ed Boon's shooting down that idea. He's not like, oh no, that's never gonna happen. He's excited, he's enthused. Sounds like he really wants that to happen. He plays coy, does not talk too much in depth about the whole discussions he had with Marvel. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room is, well, it's Marvel. It's owned by Disney, so they have to make a deal with Warner Brothers. Obviously, WB owns NetherRealm Studios, and I mean, for what it's worth, I think it was a couple years ago, they actually worked together on some of the Lego games. So, when there's money to be made, I can't see both Disney and WB not striking a deal because, let's keep it real here, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that didn't really age too well. So it's been a minute since we've seen a Marvel fighting game. I mean, for what it's worth as well, within the last 4 or 5 months, Ed Boon is constantly tweeting out Marvel things. I've been, initially I was first thinking people were looking too far into the tweets, but now that this report's being made, you never know. You never know. Now, E3 is right around the corner. WB Games is confirmed to be there in June, so that's only a few months away. That could be a great place to showcase this new Marvel game. Initially, I was like 110% convinced that Injustice 3 was probably right around the corner because, I mean, let's keep it real here. MK9, Injustice 1. MKX, Injustice 2. MK11, you know, safe to assume Injustice 3. If it's not broke, don't fix it. The cycle works. Every new game is a bigger success, so I could have sworn Injustice 3 just made the most sense. But with this report, man, what would really be cool if it was Marvel versus DC. We had MK versus DC, and that was a cluster. That was a giant cluster. That was horrible, but I think NetherRealm and WB have learned from that massive, whatever you want to call that thing. I don't think they could screw up with NetherRealm Studios behind the helm, a Marvel versus DC fighting game. That thing would sell like hotcakes. You thought Mortal Kombat broke numbers? No. Marvel versus DC, made by NetherRealm Studios, that is, woo. I'm trying to not get too excited, but that would be really cool. But guys, that is all I got for you all today. Again, I know it's nothing too groundbreaking, just simply a quote-unquote industry insider making this statement on his Patreon. But like I said, I mean, comicbook.com just posted this article where there's smoke, there's fire, I hope anyway, because That would be a nice change of pace. I think that would be something that everybody could get behind. But guys, that is it. What do you all think of this new rumor, this supposed leak? Are you interested in the idea of NetherRealm Studios putting together, even if it's just a Marvel fighting game, if they could just give me, the Hulk playing like Solomon Grundy or Bane? Let's go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
You see, I've been a fan of Dynasty for years now. GTA, MK, and Justice, I'm still down. Rapper meets gamer, I wonder how y'all feel now. That was just a setup, watch it get real now. Okay, so me and Sub-Zero was born in 92. And lyrically, I inherited all his fighting moves. A lot of y'all still lost, don't have the slightest clue. The truth disappears in the smoke as if you fighting new.